Thank you for joining our family.
We're happy you're here. Hi guys, so I just thought that I would make a video clip. It's just me and Jazzy's there. She's a mess. Mark is in the other room. He's not feeling very well. There's something going through the house. Not fun. I'm trying to love on him and take care of him and help out in any way I can, but also like keep my distance because I know that I have to go back to babysitting on Thursday, and I'm just trying to keep my health intact because no one wants to be sick, let's be honest. No one wishes for that. And I'm already going through my monthly nightmare, so no one needs to add anything to that. That's enough. That's enough. I'm good. So anyone who is following our PCOS journey, I don't know if I've ever been vulnerable about this side of our story, but you know, something happened and it's just become a little bit more you know, in the forefront of my brain, so it made me stop and think that maybe this would be a good avenue and a safe place to express my feelings. And sometimes I feel it's hard to express your feelings when you have PCOS because, well, let me back up and say what happened. So my cousin in New Jersey just announced on Facebook that she is having a baby, and I am ecstatic for her. And I genuinely mean that with sincerity. At the same time, like, it makes my heart sad. It puts a little, you know, tug on my heartstrings and my baby desires, and it makes me sad. And sometimes I feel like people with PCOS, internalize a lot of things and bottle up emotions because it's like there's no good way of saying that you're sad because someone announced that they're having a baby without it sounding poorly. But emotions are emotions and you're going to experience them, and it's healthy to express them and have them, especially if you know why. Like, I know exactly why I'm sad. And it's just because of how badly I want a baby. And I don't feel like that negates my feelings of happiness for her. Like I said, I'm elated and ecstatic that this is happening for her and how excited she is. And, you know, I pray for a healthy, happy pregnancy. And, you know, if Mark and I get the opportunity to travel to New Jersey one day, I will absolutely love on that baby. But at the same time, like, and like, not just hers, it's just like every baby announcement that I see makes me a little sad. It doesn't mean that I'm not happy for the person, it just means that I genuinely wish in the deepest places of my heart and prayers that we were the ones getting to make that announcement, and I pray for that day and I wish for that day. And I just want it to be our turn. And I feel like, you know, us as women and being PCOS warriors, we go through a lot, and our significant others go through a lot. And it doesn't seem fair to add the additional component of having to bottle up what we feel and not be able to express it out of fear of having other people not understand or other people getting their feelings hurt. So it's definitely hard, and I don't think PCOS gets enough acknowledgement, and I don't think the women that have it or their significant others get enough grace sometimes. And I think the world could be a healthier place and a more positive place if we were a little bit better at taking things at face value. Like, for example, I feel like I should be able to openly express that I'm a little bit sad and hurt in my heart that we're not pregnant yet, and that should be it. Like, someone who hears that should not then take that a step further, that I didn't mean for them to take it, and assume that me saying that or feeling that also means that I'm not happy for them in their happy news. 'Cause that's never the case. I'm always happy for them, but that doesn't mean that I'm not sad. Am I making sense? I don't know if I make sense, because these are the things that PCOS warriors and as women go through in their minds. And actually, it would be really awesome if anyone would want to comment below and tell me what your thoughts are on the matter. Because am I making sense? Excuse me. I don't know if I'm making sense. But at the same time, I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for my husband. I don't know if when we got married he knew what he was signing up for. In case anyone's wondering, he did know that I had PCOS. I felt like it was my ethical standpoint, and knowing how badly he wanted to be a dad when I met him, to tell him, so that he could make that decision, you know, in his own heart and with his prayers and conversations with the Lord. It would not have been fair to withhold that information, and let him think that a baby between us was going to be guaranteed, or that it was going to be an easy journey. I will always be thankful that despite knowing that I have PCOS and having that conversation with him, that he chose me. I'm thankful that even though we're going through this step by step with each other, he still reminds me and affirms me every day by saying he would make the decision. You know, because I moved to Oregon, we are trying to conceive. You know, it's able to be out of sight, out of mind a little bit when you're not trying to have a baby, but we are in that stage of life, and now we're dealing with, you know, the hard journey that I told him conceiving would be. And I'm thankful that he's giving me reassurance and grace and words of affirmation that he still would have chosen me. Because that takes a lot of emotional pressure off of a woman's chest. Because it would be 1,000, if not 1,000,000,000 times harder for me to think that if he knew what he was getting into, he wouldn't have made the same decision. But he is a wonderful husband, the best hubby in the world, and he assures me every day that no matter what journey in life we're going through, he's content going through it while holding my hand. And I love that boy immensely. I'm thankful for him. That's another thing all in itself. I definitely don't think that women with PCOS get enough credit or enough understanding or acknowledgement, but on the other side of things, I definitely feel like husbands, significant others, you know, whatever the case may be, get enough attention either. And I've talked to some of my PCOS PCOS warrior sisters about this, because they don't get enough credit. Like, they might not be going through like the physical thing, but you know, he's just as emotional as I am. He wants to be a daddy just as much as I want to be a mommy, if not more so. I genuinely believe that. So yeah, I always make sure that he knows that I'm thankful and grateful for him and blessed by him, and that even though he's trying to be my rock and my safe place, that it's okay for him to express his emotions too, because it's completely reasonable for him to be as sad as I am. I know he wants it just as bad as I do. And there's no reason why he should feel like he has to internalize those feelings any more than I should have to feel like I have to internalize those feelings. So it's a cycle. I start feeling like I have to internalize my feelings from the outside world. He feels like he has to internalize his feelings from me to not hurt my feelings. And that's just not healthy. It's not. Half of the battle with having emotions, I feel, is that sometimes you don't know why you're experiencing the emotions that you're feeling. But if you're one of the lucky ones to know exactly why you're having the emotions that you're having, like, you're a step ahead of everyone else. And that gives you a stronger power and a stronger hold to work through those emotions, but you should never have to hide them. And you can feel free to comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to. Let this channel be a safe place for you to get your emotions out with us. You know, whether that be emotions about PCOS, infertility, or anything else. We thank you every day for joining our family, but we want to also join yours. And it would be super awesome if we could get the chance to hear your stories. We have open ears, open hearts, prayers ready to be lifted for anyone who wants to share their story with us. But for today, thank you for joining our family. We're happy you're here.